going to dive into two words, observation and inference. An observation is what you know from seeing or experiencing directly using one of your five senses, seeing, smelling, tasting, touching, and hearing. Once we have our observations, sometimes we like to come up with a logical conclusion. Well, that's called an inference. We basically assume it to be true because it is based on observations. It's based on what we experienced directly, but it isn't always necessarily true. Sometimes we get observations and we really aren't there or be able to fully make a correct assumption. So sometimes our inferences may be false. They're not 100% certain. All right, so here we have a picture of the same baby. It's a before and after shot. So we can take a look at the baby and make some observations. Now, we really weren't there, so really don't know what happened in between. But I want you to come up with an inference, and I will ask you in class when we are ready, and we'll see how close you actually came to the correct answer. Alrighty, now what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at this picture. What I'd like you to do is to look at your note page, and I'd like you to fill in at least 4 observations that you can make about this picture. In class, we are going to go over and do some inferences together as a group. But before we get into class, I really need you to take some observations, take a look at this picture, and pause the video if you need to, and jot a few things down. All right, you have 3 statements on your paper. What we're going to do is we're going to identify the observation and inference in each statement. The first one here. It is snowing, so it must be freezing outdoors. As I look at this one, that means that the observation is it is snowing. That is what I'm actually observing, what I see. And the inference portion is so it must be freezing outdoors. What I'd like you to try and do is the last 2 statements on your own. Please underline the statement, the part that is an observation, leaving the part that's an inference not underlined on your paper.